Hello, and thank you for joining me. I'm Dagoth Ur, and this is Dagoth Discusses, where we talk about all the news not worth knowing about. So you don't have to. Or something along those lines. I can hear you. You're asking, Dagoth reads the news? Given my recent resurgence in popularity, I've decided to cash in on the nostalgia market. Don't think about it too much. Just enjoy the show. First up is country music star Jason Aldean. Apparently he got into some hot water for saying you shouldn't go around destroying the city you live in, as if that's a big ask of the Noirs. Although I'm having trouble figuring out why I should care about the opinions of either side of this preposterous argument. Anyone who likes modern country music has had their brain rotted from all the skooma that's been cooking in their trailer park. Nerevar, do you have a sample we can play? Okay, shut it off. Nerevar, turn it off. I'd rather listen to the screeches of the cliff racers. Nerevar, do you have that music video I made? The one with the synth music? Play it, so that these fine people and I may cleanse our palate of that monstrosity they call music. Now this is an absolute banger. Oh yeah, get it. I forgot you were in this, Nerevar. Ooh. Okay, that's enough. Well, thank you. If we listen to any more, YouTube might copyright strike us. I have to admit I don't own the rights to my music. But let's move on. In other news, Sam Bankman-Fried had the charges against him dropped, which just goes to show you can launder billions of dollars, and so long as you donate some of it to the politicians, it will be overlooked. Meanwhile, Alex Jones is having to pay billions because he said mean things about dead children. If saying mean things about dead children is bad, wait until they hear what they do to them in the womb. Do you have that clip of him walking out of the courthouse? We're clearly going to have to start random drug screening here in the office. I don't care if it does clear your head. Wait until after the show. At the very least, try and make it through the first show, you junkie. I do too pay you. You just spend it all on skooma from Sugar Lips Habasi at that drug den of a corner club in Balmora. Excuse us, folks. We'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. I sent the Nerevar to Yagram Bagarn to have Sunder fixed. He was trying to turn the hammer into a skooma pipe. Jim here will be filling in until the Nerevar returns. Say hello, Jim.
Hello? I'd like to say hi to my son, Mark.
Jim, let me stop you right there. The people are here for me, not you. Anyway, let's see. Where were we? Oh yeah, that Altmer. The Bankman kid who just had his bar mitzvah. Jim, roll the clip.
Yep. Right. Okay, now here it is.
Are you changing your plea?
Did he break his arms? Have you ever seen someone walk like
Why make the
that?
contact?
Look at how stiff he is. His arms didn't move once. He looks like he's walking out to the limo he rented for prom, but the only person he could get to go with him was his mom. I suppose, given that suit and hair, he should probably just be lucky his mom agreed to go with him, and that he could afford to be the Democrats' second largest campaign contributor, so President Biden's Department of Justice would drop the charges. Speaking of stiffs, that brings us to our next segment. Our guest today is Senator Mitch McConnell of Kentucky.
Well, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Mitch. How are you today?
We're on a path to finishing the NDAA.
Ha! I rolled around with a girl once in Hay. She was my father's prized Argonian. Anyway, please go on.
This week has been good bipartisan cooperation and a string of...
I'm sorry, a string of what? Mitch, are you okay? Is there something behind me? Jim, do you see anything? Is it an ash vampire? Man, do I hate those guys. What do you mean I created them? You think I don't know that? Still, they freak me out. Who wears their beard like that? You. Sorry, Mitch, what were you saying? Mitch. Mitch.
Are you good? Mitch?
Okay, Mitch.
Hey, Mitch.
Want to say, or should we just go back to your office?
Mitch, where you going?
To the press.
Mitch, we had a contract.
I'll take it. Let's go back to you.
Go ahead, John.
Well, okay then. I guess that's the end of the show. Thanks for tuning in. I've got to go catch up with the Nerevar and make sure he didn't spend all his septums in some skooma den. Jim, is there anything you want to say before we go?
Yes, I'd like to say hello to my son Martin.
Isn't that sweet? But I meant about the show, Jim. We're trying to make some money off this show. I know we're not even animated. Wasn't in the budget. Come on, Uriel. Jim. We're doing this in front of a dead god in a volcano. What part about this says we're rich exactly? Just because I'm immortal doesn't mean I'm good with money. Those lusty Argonian maids don't come cheap, and they aren't very lusty until you show them some septums. You should know. How many illegitimate children does a king have? Anyway, if I can keep the Nerevar off the skooma pipe, we'll make this a weekly show. Say goodnight, Jim. And don't do that stupid tired trope where you repeat what I said.
Good night, Jim, and don't do that stupid tired trope where you repeat what I said.
Good night, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the show.